Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Keyforge Vault Tour Vegas Day 3. This is Gorlami.
There.
He's going to be joining me on commentary for round one.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Welcome, and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having
Um,
me.
we're going to get Sydney for the finals. Our first match tonight is XO73D, aka Joe, who's the first seed, versus Big Z. We're going to hop right on over the table because they're shuffling up and getting ready. So let's go.
Or even
I
Jared. I
am
got
really
locked
excited for
into
this one.
Yeah, me too.
It's key abduction versus key
to
abduction.
where
Combo.
I couldn't. I was getting
And
controlled the
the
weak,
difference is like one's Coda,
so
one's
I couldn't do
AOA,
anything.
right? So we
Yeah.
have Battlefleet
With
versus the Martial Generosity builds.
Yeah. I'm I'm
logos,
gonna
I can
love
now.
the amount of no interaction
Yeah,
that we're gonna see.
this game might be over in like 10 minutes.
It could be. It could be.
Do help me
But
with
yeah, they're all
some
both gonna
just
be
go
doing
on some
their
course.
own
This is
things.
a best of one match.
And I think
Bid
whoever
one
gets there
time,
first.
and then your next match will be.
Yeah, it's a very minimal amount of interaction in either deck, right? There is a Bouncing Deathcore Arc in Z's deck. There's the EMP Blast, which I think are largely. I don't think Joe cares about those so much, but
No.
so I think we'll just kind of like we'll see somebody pop off. It's gonna be a race to see who can get to their combo
Yeah.
first, I think.
Who's popping off first?
Yeah.
You top
Z is running an
two.
actual alliance today.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I'll link his deck
You
later
didn't
in
top two
chat.
any?
Less in chat.
He's really cool. I don't think I expected this from Z.
It's also interesting to see a Coda alliance
I knew you didn't because you
at
got
this
the
point, right?
Doing
Because
well.
invite from
they're hard to build just with the restricted list as it is.
A lot of people started straying away from Coda after the Control the Weak hit, which I think is fair. Because then, yeah, you have to go the full combo route versus.
It's like you basically can't play the Control the Weak build if you're playing Logos
Exactly.
at all.
Yeah. You have to go into a very much more tempo-based control,
Yeah.
which is hard against all the combo.
But he's found a build that is heavy combo and has Logos. So
Yes. I love the build. I love the double seed, the mimicry, the full moon. Just being able to pop off in two different houses.
just to see.
so you can forge in Untamed
I
as
don't
well.
think it's
I believe
possible,
so.
but how funny would it be if it was
Yeah,
a long
but-
I don't think
All right,
how.
I
I
wanna
don't
see
even know
this
how it would be
list.
So it does not have like key charge and showdown.
Right, no, that does not. I think, yeah, just the amount of recursion that he can do once he has even one or two battle fleets.
Because you could like seed Battlefleet.
Yep.
Okay, the round is starting now.
Ooh, I wonder if mimicry hits a Martian Jin at any point, but I
That would be something.
I doubt it.
The opportunity for that would be very
Very
slim, or
thin.
the window
Yeah.
of opportunity for that.
I
Right?
don't think Joe allows it at any point, but it could
There
happen.
could be a situation where you might not have a choice. Like that might be the play he has to make.
Yeah. That would be fun to see.
It would.
Five for me.
And I love the longer mats.
So Z does go down to 5. Looks like a pretty heavy Logos hand.
So Joe did not mulligan, right?
I don't. I think he did go to 6 actually. Yeah, he played 2
Okay, he
and
played
then
two,
drew 2.
so he did mulligan as well. And that's a good opener.
Mechanic booked in.
What is that artifact? Oh, Dependency?
Yeah, so help bot into the pen seat for turn 1.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's really good.
Ready. Draw 5.
And Z not having a bad opener himself.
Yeah, the draw 5 is pretty strong. The Archon tournament is actually over on 1-Star Peeps 5-Star Game Stream. You can hop over there. Nathan is actually playing on that stream right now. If you want to see Archon.
Yeah, I was also very excited about that matchup.
Yeah.
there.
We're all rooting for him.
Yeah, so much Keyforge. Love to see it.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. Thank you,
Nature's
Fudge.
call.
Nature's Call.
And pass the turn, drawing 2.
Yeah, throw up both streams for maximum Keyforge action. He's looking at another pile of logos there, it looks like.
He did get 2 cards bounced, 2 Logos creatures into his hand.
Yeah.
But
I know his deck's heavy on like lab work, sloppy lab work,
triple
sloppy
lab work.
So it's Logos turns I think involve a lot of filtering, archiving, setting up for those Battlefleet turns.
So another Logos turn for here for him is good.
Mechanic. Fogify.
No fighting. The helper bot ain't fighting nothing.
No, he's not.
Lab work.
Foreign lab work is 2 words. That's kind of confusing.
Wow. So sloppy. So he's played
Drawing 6.
2 sloppies and 1 lab. So he's got 3 cards in our archive, and he's drawing
probably all
5
Mars cards here.
again.
Yeah, that's pretty big. It's really good through the deck.
Yeah, great start so far. It's kind of crazy to see. I feel like Joe's already a little bit on the backboard here.
But like with that, the pen seat sitting on the table, anything could happen, right? Like
Right.
it could go pretty quick. Does he usually combo out in 1 turn? Is it OTK kind of
Yes,
situation?
yes. From what I've seen, yeah.
But does he have to have like the pen seat on table to be able to do that?
I think
Generally?
it helps,
It does
but I
help,
don't
yeah.
think he has to have it, which is really good here. The
Yeah,
fact that he has
no,
the seat out really early.
All right. I just drawn into such a bad hand. I don't really have a good way out of it. Glimmer. Nature's Call.
Glimmer Nature's Call is strong.
Yes, but
Those 2 for sure.
No complaining about Make It So until
yeah,
Dave's on stream, please.
There's no complaining. Not yet. Let's say wait until if Dave wins.
Yeah.
Then you guys can complain a little bit more.
You can go to Reddit, make a post.
Yeah. There's already a video out there, but I
There's
won't talk
already a
about that
video.
right now.
Turn, I'll draw 1.
So Glimmer Nature's Call, draw 1.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was. Hoping to kind of clump Big Z's hand up a little bit. But if Z can go back into Logos this turn, it might be like just a comfortable turn.
Yeah. Still got 2 more lab works.
Honestly, if I was Z and I drew like a lab work or a sloppy lab, I guess he played both the sloppies already.
He played both sloppies.
Yeah. So it looks like he's got BDQ maybe, and then the 2 creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good for Joe here that he hasn't got the seeds yet. Because if the seeds came down here,
It'd be like an easy setup turn.
correct.
So he's got Mimicry and
Mimicry's interesting here. Because does he Mimicry to clog up Joe's hand further?
yeah, like putting the Glimmer back in the hand can be
Yeah.
pretty strong.
Putting it back in his hand would
Because
really hurt.
you know he's clumped up a bit,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
All right. Logos. Bounce to Death Park.
BDQ takes out Helper Bot.
Hooked in. Mechanic.
So he's just drawing 1? Yeah, 1. Game and off turn, so that Nature's Call was impactful. You're taking a little long on this one.
Well, you wanna make sure every turn
Yeah.
you're doing exactly what you want to do, right? This is timed semifinals,
Yeah.
but I don't think either of these players are worried
Yeah.
about going to time. So
Time is not a factor
yeah,
here.
make sure you're not going to make any decisions too quickly.
I just know he's contemplating. He has, I think, a binding rupture, and I'm wondering if he wants to maybe just filter out of
I
that
will go logos.
or use it to go to 6. But
Play poke.
All right, poke, so no rupture. I don't think he really wants to give Z a free key.
right.
Discard binding rupture.
Yeah.
There it is.
Seed.
Seed helper bot.
Okay.
Combat round.
Interesting. Goes to
All
5.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see your discard.
So do you think that play was to set up for Martian Gen next turn?
I think Joe's realizing he needs to get out of that bad hand
Oh, I am on
situation,
check because, sorry.
and although he probably
No,
didn't
I didn't
want
realize
to
I was
use
unchecked.
that seed for the helper bot there, he needs to go. He doesn't have the time.
Yeah. He's got to filter a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think he looked at the 3 cards he drew yet. Like he just put
No,
them down.
he did not.
So
He might have drawn what he needed.
I like that play though. Don't
Yes.
if you're looking for something specific, don't give a tell. You know, don't even let yourself
Yeah.
know.
I have no clue. I might win next turn. I might not.
The battle plate? Sure.
All right, here we go.
1, 2,
Nice.
3, 4, 5.
Draw 5.
Ooh.
And
Five.
one more battle fleet in hand.
Yeah,
right?
one more battle fleet in hand.
5.
This might be it.
5.
Did he draw the other one?
Play a battle fleet.
Showing.
One more card?
5.
All right, did not get the 3rd yet.
5.
Draw 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did he draw the last one?
And no key abduction. Or it is key abduction.
He
isn't
does
it?
have
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
I don't think he drew it. Even if he did draw it, I don't think he wins there.
No.
He needs one more turn. He needs a Logos turn.
Key abduction is going to forge key 1.
Yes.
The question is, does he play his hand? EMP Blast takes out the pheromones.
Ulig, Vezema.
Play some Martians.
That he probably was always also playing around the blast there. He chose to use the seed on the helper bot just to get some value.
That's a good point. Yeah,
That was smart on Joe. I don't
Yeah.
think I thought about that. So
very good point. Looks like Joe drew key abduction.
He
but
drew
I
a
don't see a
key
generosity.
abduction. He has a key charge. Not sure how great that is.
Untamed.
Yeah.
3 blue glimmer. Play there everywhere.
Oh.
Discard full moon.
I didn't register that Joe was threatening at 5 because of the Titan mechanic, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Joe realized either.
No. Yes.
Because I think he wanted that Amber stocked.
Yeah, he did.
Forge at 5.
Okay, because he's going to forge a 5 as well. So let's see if he can
I
put
think,
together another force turn.
I
even
think he
just
can do
threatening.
it here. If he has the LA,
That's a good
he
point
can draw
too, yeah.
back into the
That'd be
key
a ton.
induction.
And like phase shift.
Yes.
Looking for mimicry targets.
Nature's Call.
Yeah, that's always good, right? Just about.
I'm going to call Untamed.
Sure.
Seed.
All right, we got seed,
Seed.
Got
double
both
seed,
seeds.
Seed.
triple seed.
Triple seed.
Witch. Regrowth.
Regrowth on.
I don't know. Oh, does
Oh,
Pixies in this
okay.
card?
Yeah.
Play Pixie.
Yeah, I think he discarded it off of Sloppy Lab Word.
Oh, okay.
Nature's Call.
Bounce like Glimmer,
Good game.
maybe. Good game.
I don't think
Congrats
draw
to Z.
worse.
Moving on to the finals.
Yeah, I've seen
Big claps. Claps in
bad
chat.
wiring, but like, that
Well
was
played.
just about-
Yeah.
Good game. That was kind of how we expected to go. One player sort of had their stuff.
Right. Yeah.
14 minutes.
The other didn't. 14-minute game. Yeah.
14
Pretty
minutes.
solid.
Yep.
All right.
That's
We'll
what
bring
we
back to the desk. Let's see. Their other game is Donut's dad versus Dave. And we actually watched them play
Curse is
twice
broken.
yesterday
Winner
on
lose next
stream.
game, I'm no-
And Dave won both of those games.
Yeah,
So
I heard.
I'm not sure how it'll go today. Maybe Donut's dad has developed a strategy.
Yeah,
Versus, I know that the Neutron Shark was going to be very, very important in that matchup for getting rid of Dave's combo pieces.
Correct.
So.
Yes.
But that was
yeah.
one of the only pieces of interaction that he had against Dave. So
Yeah. Because Donut's dad is playing the Aviators build, I believe.
okay, yeah, with
and-
the brainstem antenna, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Brainstem antenna with Heart of the Forest, and the shark to get rid of those pesky artifacts. But
all right,
yeah,
excellent. Thank you so much for joining me,
Yeah.
Gorlami.
thank you so
I
much for
appreciate
having me.
We might have you back in the future, maybe at Worlds for a round or two.
Yeah, definitely.
We will be back in some amount of time, 20 minutes-ish, maybe less, depends on how fast their game finishes, for the finals of Alliance. So stick around. In the meantime, go watch One Star Peeps. I'll link his stream in chat, and you can go see Nathan playing
Go root
his
for Nathan.
game. Yeah, everyone say Nathan's in chat, and or I don't know, something like that. Say let's go Nathan, and then do the clap emoji. So all right, thank you all for watching, and we will see you in just a bit.
Catch you later.
Hello, we're back, and I'm joined by Sydney,
Hello.
who was just mentioned in chat. Look at that, what timing. We are going to be calling the Alliance Finals match here shortly.
I'm so excited.
I am too, between Big Z and Donut's dad. Another combo matchup. So we have a resident combo expert right here.
I know, right? There were 4 generosities and 3 key abductions in the top 4.
Yeah. Yep. So if you feel strongly about that.
You know which contact form to fill out.
Yeah. I feel somewhat strongly about it. I know a lot of people have been calling for generosity key abduction to be restricted, so they can't be played together.
Honestly,
I do agree with that somewhat.
if you just limit the generosities to only 1, you know,
Or that, yeah,
that works.
that's fine too. Yeah, I know that that's your wanted solution, right? Because
Yeah,
you don't care about double generosity.
Right. That's totally my strategy. 1 generosity all the way.
So we're gonna go ahead and go over to the table where the
Yeah.
competitors have just sat down.
The best of 3. First round will be determined who goes first randomly. Second round, the loser will choose.
I'll throw the deck lists in chat here.
The third round, the loser again will choose the winner. It is untimed. However, if for some reason we get to a situation where there is an untenable, there is no path to victory, if it is determined that both players agree to this, or the judge decides that both of you are at a point where there is no path to victory, we will start a 10-minute timer, and at that point we will then go to end of time decisions. At that point,
Mark is explaining that if there is a situation, which can happen in this matchup, especially because Hard Force is involved,
Yep.
where the game cannot end, or both players agree that the game is in a state where it will never end, they start a timer, and then after that timer is over, they go to end the turn.
Because
end game rules.
these 3 games are untimed.
Untimed rounds, yeah.
So you're welcome to touch my phone for now if you'd like. I can do it. Well, like I said, the ones are in German, so you might have to think a little hard. All right, oh, they're all in here. All 3 of them are, yes. Absolutely.
Okay. We're reviewing deck lists. We're looking at how does my opponent win the game? They
I
play
think-
key abduction.
Yeah, right. Both sides have decks not in English.
Some smiles, some thumbs ups.
I think they ran into that situation with in the untimed round at another Voltor, I believe.
I appreciate the accuracy.
It was, I think, Dallas or Seattle where Nova was playing, and it was a 3-hour final
my.
match.
Dave C did not make it to the finals in Vegas, so sorry, y'all.
I think his first build didn't have it. You're probably right.
So right now they're probably looking for the little nuances of what makes this tick outside of the key abduction strategy.
Yeah, like, what tools do they have that can disrupt at all?
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be short.
Otherwise, yeah, it might be pretty short finals here. It's the best of 3, so we're going to be playing 3 games. Well, up to 3 games, 2 to 3 games.
I think it was appropriate, but it was slow.
We have 2 generosities on one side and 3 battle fleets on the other.
My symbol.
Lots of gas. Z's deck also has a lot of the efficiency in logos, like 3 lab works and 2 sloppy lab works. A lot of ways to just kind of build that Mars archive up for the battle fleet turns.
If you can't touch his archive, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
wondering, Andrew said I think we've caught that we're some of the few people with weird first names. And you get the errors when you work with What's the Delta doesn't like it in the list for flying. I get an error most of the time when I use my own name trying to fly.
A long time ago when I first started actually doing some flight and travel stuff, there's some places it's fixed now, but they wouldn't take a single character into the.
So this
Exactly. So
also breaks Z's curse. He's never made it higher than top 4 this vault season.
That's wild. So he's finally gotten himself an invite.
Yep.
And I still
He's
get,
been on the grind too.
Yep.
He's been at every one, right?
my last name is D'Amelio with apostrophe, and I can always tell if you are running a Microsoft Access database, they don't process apostrophes correctly. So any major company is doing that.
I don't really flip.
Sorry?
Determine go first.
You okay with flip?
Sure.
Red or blue?
I'll go red.
You're first.
All right, Jones' dad is first.
6 cards for me.
In this situation, I don't know if you want to go first.
It's tough to say, right?
Should be fun stuff.
I like the extra card. I think that might be impactful, right? Because you want to get to your combo stuff faster.
Absolutely. I like mulliganing the first time because that way you're just handcrafting.
You kind of have like a free mulligan if you go first.
Yep.
You have to be logged into Dex Keyforge, Anyforge for those to show up.
I'm going to keep.
I will also keep.
Both keeping. Good
He does
hands.
switch lead off, so Z might need to answer this thing.
Logos. Bouncy Death.
There's the BDQ. Yeah. That'll do it.
Lab work.
I think it's one of the few pieces of removal he has.
Yeah.
Right?
The whole deck is Italian.
Whole deck's
Every
Italian.
alternate
Okay.
houses.
I call
Only
it the
2
Italian
cards.
But draws 3 because of the
At least
lab
with
work.
that,
So
that
Right.
pretty
makes
solid.
cards too. What's to exchange for that area? How many do you end up drawing there?
I drew 3.
Lots of logos in that hand.
Igor.
And it begins.
Looks like another Igor. Mimicry. And Thinktra.
Okay.
Is that a lab work? Or
That's a mimicry at the end there.
So this is always trying to combine number of cards.
Have to be able to house cheat to use it this turn. And what do you use it on? It's a little early.
I think later on you're probably fine just using it to archive stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Using the Z lab works, right? BDQ's there too, but I don't think you're too concerned with removing creatures that Z plays. Okay.
Ooh, got rid of
Does
it.
get rid of the lab work, or the mimicry, yeah.
What was the blue card? Lab work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay. Brain Eater.
Brain Eater. Ready up, draw 1.
That was probably less efficient than he was hoping for.
I think so, yeah. What did he grab over the lab work? I couldn't quite tell.
I couldn't see it, but playing a deck with such a similar strategy, keeping the mimicry might have been a good idea.
Yeah.
Discard. Ready.
See, discard, save the pack, draw.
Oh, he's setting up.
Oh, yeah. Getting those seeds down. Z's deck has 3 defense seeds in it, so it can get kind of wild.
On top of that, too, he's no longer afraid of mimicry,
Yeah.
so he can play his battle fleets willy-nilly.
Yeah, if you give Donut's dad access to battle fleets, that's kind of scary, right?
Yeah, right?
All right, reaping 3 times on the logo's turn.
Oh, the Gen is coming.
Neutron Shark. Okay. So I think he held Neutron Shark last turn for this kind of situation, right?
He has to pick again.
Okay, discards Igor. And Rustnar, so he's got to go again. Brain Eater,
Clearing
he's
his
got to go
board.
again. Okay, and he stops. So he
Ah.
does leave the Neutron Shark on the table, which is important. Cross 1.
Because if Z can't get rid of it, it can just keep getting rid of seeds.
Logos. Library access.
There's the library access.
Oh.
I don't think he had a ton of logos in hand, though.
He doesn't need to, though.
Okay.
It builds.
Just filters.
Archivist.
Like, if he can play Phase Shift Battle Fleet, the game's over.
Oh, okay. Good point.
Flaxia. Game 2.
Ooh.
No, so Flaxia off the phase shift, draw. That's it.
That's it.
Draw
Ooh.
1.
Although if he was going to go off, I would expect him to pick up his archives.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm not sure who the genius or stupid.
Going into a turn with 3 amber, though. Super dangerous to let Donut's dad have that.
It's scary. So Mars needs amber,
Yep.
key abduction, and
There it is.
generosity. So that's going to be draw 12.
The generosity shouldn't be in the discard there, but he might not
I
draw
don't think
through
he's getting
yet.
back to it. Yeah, he's just drawing 12. I think he's
There
hoping
you
to
go.
get some brainstem antenna stuff happening in this 12. It's potential for game over this turn for sure. But there's also potential for a miss.
Right.
He did get the other generosity, it looks like,
As long as he can make amber.
and the brainstem.
Mars first.
Ready, reap. Goes to hand.
Oh, nope, nope. Back to
Yeah.
his hand.
You know, you're totally right. Take an extra step. Get it back down.
So that's 3 uses on.
That's rule of
That's-
6, yeah. He only gets 3 more.
He's ready. Reap.
That's 4. Oh,
Yeah. I think you only have the one other Mars creature though, so.
do you pick the stun creature, the one that comes back to your
Yeah,
hand?
exactly, right. Needed the amber. It's most important.
6, so that'll stay.
So he's going to reshuffle and draw 2 more cards.
Hoping to get the abduction back.
Free to mess with that as much as you like.
Yeah, like if these 2 cards are Mars Generosity Abduction, that would be ideal, right? But it's very unlikely.
Sky Booster Squadron and 2 on Martian Generosity.
Correct.
And you're drawing 2 out of this.
That's correct, yes. See what we got. See there.
If he doesn't have it, it's going to be hard to recycle through everything.
Yeah, I think if he doesn't get
Because
one of
ending
those
your
2,
turn with so many logos and untamed.
I'll just going to have to play through his hand in the next few turns.
Yep.
The judge is actively watching the game right now. So.
Yeah. And peeking over there, he has his hand up for rule of 6.
Oh, yeah.
In case you draw back into the antenna. Literally any Mars creature can rule of 6.
So it looks like he's just got a handful of Mars creatures as far as the Mars turn goes. So just deciding if he wants to hold on to those or not.
Not always a bad play if your opponent has nothing to disrupt your hand.
Yeah, but the
Start
problem is
fresh.
if he like discards them, the ZYX can't archive the Martian Generosity.
Oh.
So right now he's got the Martian Generosity on top of the discard pile, so you might just want to pass turn.
But that's 2 turns. ZYX archiving it for the following turn.
Yeah, but the problem is if Z like takes off the neutron shark off the board or anything like that, all of a sudden then you can't make that play anymore.
That's true.
I'm going to go my turn this way. I did.
Can I see this?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want the phone, let's go for it. I think it was Dave that was reading the German earlier.
I guess he's looking to see how much time he might have or what Untamed can do.
Yeah, I think at Untamed, it's not super combo heavy. Let me look at the list real quick. I think it's there for.
Untamed.
It's got Seeds, it's got Nature Call, it's got.
Seed.
This is the wrong deck. Wait, no, it isn't. Is it? This is the wrong deck.
Pick seed.
It's this one.
Word
I was
of
looking at
return
Joe's deck.
just a pip, no other effect.
So the Glimmers.
The
Part of the
mimicries.
forest. Mimicries
Oh, and
are
heart.
big. Yeah, but the heart is, I think, why
Yep.
this Untamed in the deck.
Draw 3. Check 6. Check 6.
All right, Z's natural checking.
Donut's dad's been through the deck. There's a Heart of the Forest in there somewhere.
And Neutron Shark did get put on top of the discard pile, so.
I think the chat's making a good point. He could have put the antenna onto Shark to get 2 reaps out of it.
That's a good point. Yeah. Well, the problem is when Shark does reap, he has got to kill something, and then the Shark has to fully resolve and might end up killing himself.
True, but then you just kill the Mars creature you just played.
Yeah, but then if you flip a non-Logos card, the Shark has to die before he can get the next reap.
Oh,
Yeah.
good call. That's a risk.
It is.
The logos.
He's going to get a lot of efficiency on this Logos turn, but I don't think it's going to threaten or anything.
I think he's
Certainly
going
not
to try and
stopping
go
that key.
for it.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
has to with that Nep seed out. Although, that heart needs to go down.
It does. The problem is if next turn Keyforge then takes the Mars turn, he could win the game on the spot.
That's true. He needs to let him spend. Oh, wait, no. Battlefleet doesn't care how much amber you have.
Exactly. DYX is going to archive the Neutron Shark.
I'll put the
Yeah,
archive.
there's actually
That's
a
fair.
spot.
I'm used to it. That works. Yeah. Okay.
So the remote access is pretty good here, right? Could he remote access, Seed, get Generosity back? I don't think he's going to have enough amber to make use of it. Hip hip. Helper bot. What's Helper bot going to play?
Is he doing it?
Heart?
Ooh, he almost grabbed it.
He's thinking about it. He doesn't have to decide yet, and he does have another Helper bot.
That's true. But what else do you play?
All right, remote access. Gets the Seed.
Nice.
Picks up March Generosity.
Oh, so he plays Martian Generosity.
He might. He might play it. Hanpaka is the helper bot play, okay? Professor Sutterkin.
He's setting up to go off next turn in Logos, keeping a helper bot in hand.
So Knowledge is Power and helper bot there, hanging out. Helper bot comes down. Alongside.
Oh, so close.
He's looking at the heart. Okay, heart comes down. Now Z does have EMP Blast in Mars.
So
It's not
he
necessarily
can,
a problem.
yeah. But that guarantees a Logos turn for Donut's dad on the turn he's going to win, so he can shark it himself.
Oh yeah, sure. And so the question is right now, is he going to play that Knowledge Power for something? Or just hold it? Okay, pass his turn.
Clock is ticking here. Nope, you don't for it. Oh, yeah.
does, yep.
He fudges his first.
All right, looks like he's thinking about the Mars turn. It might be time.
My count my deck.
Yeah, go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18.
18 cards in the deck. Half the deck.
So with 3 battle fleets in the deck,
It looks
you
like
would
one
get
in
through it. Yeah,
right now.
once
Yeah.
at most.
Yeah, he has to draw into EMP Blast to get rid of the heart. He might be thinking about taking another setup turn. The problem is now he knows Donstad has Martian Generosity and very possibly
And
could win on the fall.
Shark.
Yeah.
How many helper bots? Because he's trying to keep him alive with Pampaka. And if
Oh, yeah, that's
Stutterkin can reap, then
That's a lot of draws.
Logos has got this next turn on Donut's dad's side.
This is a floor.
That's correct. Yeah, it definitely affects the situation.
Card. You didn't draw any cards.
That is 100%.
So somewhere between his hand and his deck is the other generosity and the abduction.
I think Z is just trying to determine if he has to go for it this turn.
Right.
It looks like there's no Mars cards in his discard pile either. We don't know how many are in the archive though right now.
I'm curious what's in there.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't gone off yet. It was Battle Fleet. He might have tried earlier. That bad library access turn probably bit him.
Logos.
Logos. Okay.
Got some creatures on the board, gonna fight.
Read.
Archive a card.
Archive card.
Get stunned from the Pip.
Type mechanic. Ready.
Okay.
He's like, you either have it or you don't.
Yeah, make him have it. Make him figure it out this turn.
Right.
Trying to get to a point where his combo will be more consistent once he tries to go off.
Because that clogged hand, it's great if you have what you need, but if you don't, it's turns away.
Yeah, like even the Logos turn, I mean, it's pretty good on the part of John's dad this turn just because he's drawing 5, but
Does he have a third helper bot?
I don't think so.
So
Let me
there's
check.
no house cheating left in Logos. He's at least 2 turns away.
Yep, only 2 helper bots. He does have the Neutron Shark in the discard
16.
pile
I think I got 14.
No, in the
and the archive.
archives, yeah.
Yeah, and the Knowledge's Power.
14. That's what I got. Feel free to double check.
No. It's close.
What can he draw into? Some Igors, I think, around.
He has to go for a setup turn. Oh. And you don't want to end your turn with enough amber for Heart of the Forest not to be effective.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be careful. And Titan Mechanic makes that harder.
Right. I don't think Z is through his deck yet, so he hasn't even seen everything yet.
I think Z's deck right now is 16 cards, I believe.
I can imagine he would have started at his turn if it had a Martian Generosity plan in place.
Yeah. I don't think the Martian Gen can quite get there because it would just be for 6 cards. I'm not sure how many cards are left in Doan's dad deck, though. Because if you go to the Logos turn, you're drawing 5 anyway, and you can try to set up for a Generosity next turn. But then again, you're giving Z another chance.
Exactly. Might be worth it to use some of those beefed up Logos creatures to fight that Titan
I
mechanic.
was thinking that too. You could send like Researcher and Pip into it,
Right.
or even Helper Bots.
Especially if you want to redraw into the helper bots, or especially if you don't care about
Yeah.
Logos next turn. They can all go in the discard pile.
Yeah, on Z's combo turn, he needs to draw into the EMP Blast. So
Which will stun the robots.
it will. Yeah, that's a good point.
We go Logos. Yep.
Okay, so
There we go.
5.
Let's see if we can see. not quite.
And he doesn't necessarily need to play much. He just needs to get through his deck.
Set for the next turn. So Igor's going to get him something.
I mean, if he's digging for brainstem and abduction and the other generosity, Igor is a tough call.
Yeah, if it hits 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. Most amber he can get without forging is 4. And so that's not setting up for a good generosity turn next time.
I think generosity might be in this choice right now. I can't quite tell. It might be generosity and brainstem.
Definitely Mars creatures or Mars cards.
Yeah. 2 Mars cards and 1 Logos card. He's grabbing 1 Logos card, discarding Age of
Ooh,
Human
an
and
Igor.
Okay, so he's thinking about the Igor versus that Mars card that he got.
And it was just Human. Yep.
Going to 4.
Now do we do some fight?
I guess if you kill the Titan mechanic, you can go to 5.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay, it's going
Ooh.
6, 7. Okay.
That still doesn't work out with check with target.
Yeah, combo matchups aren't necessarily always lightning fast, right? They can be. They certainly can be, but there's a bit of a cat and mouse game.
Especially if you know the other deck well enough to like counter it exactly.
Yeah.
You have one. Give me. We both have. Oh,
You do not have a key.
okay, fair enough. Turn piece. Right.
Mars.
Makes sense.
Need the space.
Sure, go for it.
Battle fleet.
All right, here comes the battle fleet.
1, 2, 3.
There's EMP blast too, so
6.
6 and another battle fleet.
Playing with it open.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Confirm 6.
This might be the game.
Battle fleet. 1,
Here's key
2,
abduction.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Has to do it twice with the EMP
1,
blast.
Yeah, I'm not sure he can get the key abduction back this turn, though.
Right.
But he can threaten.
Confirm 7. Yep.
So he did get the other battle fleet.
Leave that for a second. I need to make a decision. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1.
The other way is true though.
12.
If the helper bots are on the board, so if Donut's dad goes into Mars and Z hasn't killed Heart of the Forest, then he can't shark the Heart of the Forest.
That's true.
Donut's dad can't win next turn if Z doesn't get rid of Heart of the Forest.
So you think there's a possibility where Z does?
Z
just
does
holds?
go off,
9.
like he just sets himself up to play it 3 times or 2 times next turn.
Okay.
I mean, you have enough Amber Pips to get a key naturally.
That's an interesting line.
Late key abduction. EMP key abduction.
So he's thinking EMP key abduction, and then he has to play another battle fleet, and he only has a chance to get to the key abduction again
Right.
after that.
But if he doesn't play it,
And if he doesn't hit it right, then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, having killed the card of the forest,
Yep.
maybe he loses to the generosity.
4. 1, 2, 3.
although he could redraw back into battle fleets.
That's
4
true
out
too.
of 10.
Yeah, that's a pretty good chance to do so too.
Yeah.
If I go that way, it's 4 out of 10 is a win.
4 out of 10 is a win. Okay.
That would be
Mathing it
3
out.
Thank you for clarification.
I think you take it. Take the shot.
We got a couple of robots hanging out.
Yep. Or if I play Battlefield now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I played that. Alright. Battlefleet.
He's doing
Okay.
it.
So it's running up the Battlefleet now, trying to get to another
1, 2,
Battlefleet,
3,
right?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Draw 9.
3
1, 2,
collected.
3.
This will go here. Okay, shuffle leaves up.
So he's trying to hit another Battlefleet, right?
There are 9. I'm going 6.
So out of 9 cards, he's drawing 6. And wants to
If he
hit.
draws 0
That Battlefleet.
Battlefleets, you have a chance of not winning.
If he draws none,
Yeah,
he breaks, right?
Do what you need to do.
but if he draws none, he should just stop.
Yeah, so then he does not play the
Right.
last. Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He did draw 1.
And I've played 3 Battlefleets so far.
Rule of 6 counting.
It is relevant.
EMP Blast.
Okay, there's the
There we
last.
go.
Destroys heart.
And we will stun the creatures
And
in case of damage.
stuns the helper
Well,
bots.
abduction.
Not the Igors, though. They're cyborgs.
Yeah. Make the key.
Key abduction forges.
Wait, that just stuns it. It doesn't kill it.
Yeah. Well, key abduction
No.
is goes right here.
Key abduction.
You're right.
Battlefleet.
I knew I was doing something first.
You're doing right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 4th Battlefleet. This is 3 cards. That's 4 cards.
You don't get to go to the left battlefield. You don't get to the left.
That's right.
Yeah. But key abduction forges 3. Key 3. So that is game 1.
That was it.
Good game. Well played. Really interesting back and forth there.
Absolutely.
We're both sitting on that one.
The choices to
Yeah.
play all the helper bots means that, like,
It wasn't
once your
guaranteed.
helper bots are, or once your logos is robust on the board, you can't really do much out of logos on a
Just like
future
reaping.
turn.
Yeah.
Not that I know much about that.
First, or would you like to go second? Walk away, go to the bathroom.
I would. I need to pee.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Is it pee break time? I
Yeah.
think I'm going to take a pee break too. We'll leave it at the desk. We'll leave it at the table, and we will be right back.
This has nothing to do with you. This is just ritual, just like the bathroom thing. You get into a routine, you gotta stick to it. For all those games on the Crucible, I don't think we played in person.
We did at the Dark Tidings event one time.
Oh yeah,
That's the only time.
That was I love that event.
And that was a great event.
No.
And I think I made one huge misplay that learned a big lesson. That was
So,
actually Andrew's
like right after COVID, I think in 2021, we all met down in Cali. There was like 30 of us. Andrew hosted us. It was the Dark Tidings, like Keyforge get together. I'm first, so 7th.
Okay, we are back from PP times.
Ton of fun.
Everyone
Yeah, we
got
ended
some
up actually
P's
being
in.
the top table at
We're all
the
clear.
initial-
All toxins are removed from the body. All ready for the second game.
And I learned to never play Sauropod when you have Crassosaurus.
We did have that conversation.
That was an inexperienced play that was worth learning.
So Donut's dad has to win the next two, and Z only has to win this one. So the pressure dynamic, game 2, is totally different.
So it looks like Z's hand is some lab work and
Yeah, first side mulligan. Not waiting on anyone.
I think a battle flute.
I'm going to keep.
EMP blast. It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, with the lab work, you want the key cards in your opening hand,
Yeah.
especially if they don't have any way to interact with your archives.
Alright. Logos. Sloppy lab work.
Sloppy also has speed that normal lab work doesn't.
Discard a card.
What's he gonna discard here?
I know. Believe me, I know. I know Brown
Yeah.
very well, and I know what that thing does.
The Dust Pixie. What a trash card.
Card.
Garbage.
Discard. Discard.
All right.
Cleaning
takes the
out
turn.
his hand.
And Solar's Flowers. Oh, okay.
Not too bad.
That's pretty solid.
That's 4 ammo.
Makes 4 amber. Gets rid of some garbage. Some,
Not what you usually see with this deck.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's a solid first turn.
Happens to the Untamed in Z's discard too.
I need stuff. That's true.
Thank you, Andy Forge.
There are other things that affect the game to keep.
Yeah, so then I watched her.
Logos.
That's logos.
Phase shift.
And then like
Mimicry.
Good Soldier's Flowers. Okay, yeah.
urging and I was like,
There's a joke in there about her not being
2 mimicries in there, so only 1 threat gone. Early game, either deck has the threat of just going off
Well, here goes the first Martian Generosity. That's
already.
That's throwing 10. This is the finals. It's best 2 out of 3. All right, there's 10 cards. Now, if we get Brainstem and
Some Mars creatures,
that's what you want to see.
but we also need the other generosity.
Yep, there's certainly
only-
potential to miss.
The only risk of going off so early is you haven't hand or deck crafted.
Looks like no Generosity, no Brainstem. So just a pile of Mars creatures.
That's going to be a slow next couple of turns.
Currently it is 1-0 Big Z. All right, we're dropping some Martians. Zork, stunned.
At least he has some Untamed out of the redraw.
And think draw. Okay, well, I think Z is happy to see that. I think he knows he's got a lot of time now.
On top of that, a trick I learned when you're a generosity when you're a key abduction deck playing a key abduction deck is you play the key abduction just to muck up their hand.
Yeah, it sends all those guys back. And
Yep.
all of a sudden, ugh.
And knowing he doesn't have the brainstem antenna unless he's drawing more.
Like,
Z is on Coda, Battlefleet's key abduction. And Donut Stat is on
thinking
Martian
about
Generosity. Okay, Battlefleet for
Both of them
Four
going off early.
with 1 in hand.
2, 3.
Another battle fleet.
Reveal
1, 2, 3.
Man. One, two, three.
Could we see a game of Keyforge that doesn't end in combo?
I know, right?
I don't know. We'll see.
Battle fleets are tricky because if you don't draw more Mars cards, you're drawing less each time.
Not quite yet.
I don't think he got key abduction, or did he? Can't quite tell.
If he had it, I think he would have played
Slam it,
immediately. Yeah. But what do you hold?
I think you hold EMP blast.
Mm-hmm.
Ulig.
I guess it also depends on the quality of your other cards. Like if he has a lot of logos and library access, or
Walker.
Yeah, I think the ideal is getting to library access next turn. Yeah.
Stun.
Squawker stuns the Think Trap.
Ready.
Okay,
Check.
here we go.
Okay. Check at 6.
Skill logos.
Igor. Digging.
in this case, you're digging for the win, but you're also digging for heart. Because if you don't have the win, you need to slow down Z. And you're not reaping with your Mars creatures, so you only have 2 of them. So you're only generating 2 between generosities.
Yeah, that Mars board is pretty heavily stunned. And I don't think he makes much amber during a Logos turn either.
Nope.
I think he was looking for potential mimicry targets. So he discards me.
Yeah.
That would be one problem if Z did have key abduction and returned those Martians to his hand, and then give Stonestad the opportunity to mimicry Battlefleet.
Yeah.
Right?
And they could each mimicry the other's key abduction. They don't need to draw back into it.
That's really funny.
Yes.
Oh, good call.
Well, the judge is watching the game, and if neither player or judge caught it, I don't think we can interfere at this point. Is that true? Is that?
Yeah, it's
That is-
non-Mars.
okay. Brain Eater.
Pace of this game seems to be faster than the last one.
Let's see your discard.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's less like thinky right now because both of them sort of bricked on their early their combo plans. So now they're trying to figure out how to get back into it, get back to a combo, get back to a win condition. Sutterkin. Lab work.
Notice on.
Sorry?
Notice on.
At this point, you also can archive to reduce your hand, put something you don't need in there.
I'll put it in the correct archive spot based on the spin.
I actually hate that archive spot.
I
I
agree.
never remember it's there.
100%.
All right, there goes the key abduction. So actually, the Squawker does not matter, luckily.
Whenever I play on stream, I like playing with my own mat for that reason.
Yeah.
Throws me off to have it in the wrong
How many
spot.
cards do you have?
I will count this. In the deck or in my hand?
In your hand.
Cards in hand.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 cards.
I don't.
No forge.
With library access in the deck, you also have to consider, do I not take a Logos turn, try and draw into the library access?
That's true too, yeah. But I guess I think Z is thinking about Untamed here. But at Logo's turn, follow-up from Don'tset is very scary.
You have to get rid of that Sutterkin.
Yeah.
There's one more helper bot in that deck, and then you go off.
And you have to basically get to BDQ to do that.
Right.
Untamed.
Untamed. Okay.
Oh, I said you. Oh, you.
I'm gonna count my deck.
I thought you asked if I wanted to. It's Untamed. Seed.
Do you have Nature's Call?
Moon.
Gonna get some Amber. Play some real Keyforge.
Yeah, we're playing actual Keyforge. Classic Coda.
Regrowth. Gain a pip.
The idea from playing the
Gain 1.
Key Abduction from Helperbot, I think, was to get all those Martians back in his hand if he got Brain Cementon off of Igor. We're not sure what he got off Igor.
Sutterkin.
Definitely Sutterkin, probably like Brain Eater and Flaxia.
Yeah, those are the perfect 3. Don't send any play effects back. Ooh, Igor instead of Flaxia. Trying to make the decision hard for Donut's dad next turn.
Oh, yeah.
Because if he doesn't have a helper bot, he's still not cheating out of the house. Although giving him Igor lets him dig for sharks, so interesting choice.
The thing I love about these kind of matchups in Alliance is how impactful every micro decision every turn is.
Absolutely. Z hasn't been able to use a seed yet in either game.
Yeah, it's scary to play seed against Stonestad with the remote access floating around, right? You really don't want to give him free use to his discard.
Right.
At the same time, you kind of need seed to be able to use in your turn. So it's like, I think if Z does untap with seed, he's incentivized to ultimately like
use it soon.
Immediately. Yeah. He's banking that Donutset doesn't have the remote access. He just took Logo's turn, so it's like unlikely that he does.
Makes giving him that Igor back another decision.
Glimmer is going to get back Mimicry.
Ooh.
Mimicry has lots of options here. His Battle Fleet, dude, which would be really good. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's why you key abduction last turn to get all his Martians back in hand.
Good
so
call.
He's got Brain Cementon as well, so he's going to draw 6. This could actually be a win turn from Donut's dad. I think there's a lot of potential to combo off this turn.
If he has Brainstem Antenna, he has enough Amber possibilities.
Yeah, he does have it, so. And he's got, I don't think he has the Harvester, but he has every other Marsh creature.
Key Abduction's in there, so he has to flip.
He might have drawn the Harvester.
And a Generosity.
Is Generosity in hand?
There's one Generosity in his discard.
Mm-hmm. If he didn't draw the Generosity off that Battle Fleet, though, I think it's less easy to take this turn.
Heart.
Or take that turn next turn, I mean.
I guess being an Untamed, he can...
Yeah, I kind of forgot he was in Untamed.
Yeah.
Just Battle Fleet. All right, Duskwitch. All right, that's the turn. The Duskwitch has got to go. He's in a tough spot right now, I think.
He can Nepseed his Mimicry.
He could.
And do the Martian Generosity.
Very cool. I love the combo decks playing each other's combos.
Yeah.
The Nepentseed with Mimicry certainly opens up a ton of play. The problem is Donut's is very much set up to go off in Mars next turn.
Yeah, I guess Z would have to be in Untamed to use the Mimicry.
Yeah, yeah.
We haven't seen BDQ yet.
If I was Donut's dad, my position right now would be put my hand down,
just chill,
relax, and just Watch and wait.
Calculating everything right now.
Yeah. I think he has like potential to do some stuff in logos too, since he's got an Helperbot. If he needs to go that route.
It's over. Sorry? I think it's over. Possible. All right.
Z does think it's over.
Okay.
Doesn't know for sure because the last two cards in the deck, in Donstad's deck, could have been the cards he needed off the battlefield, but Donstad has a lot of hits.
He's gonna do it.
BDQ. That's for the Dust Witch.
Still haven't seen library access.
Yeah.
Discarding Titan. Interesting. I would have played the Logos creature first so that BDQ could hit the other helper batter, Igor.
Yeah, so he doesn't end up doing something with those. Does he have Nature's Calls?
Logos.
Oh, he's not Nature's Calls. So actually those creatures on the board are probably fine. So he does go Logos this turn. Igor's going to dig some more.
Must not have gotten the one or two he needed.
I think he didn't get the Martian Gem, is what happened. So now he's trying to find it. And it looks like it's not in those three cards, or else that would be slammed.
Yeah, right.
So I think Z took the turn he needed to take in case Donstad didn't have Martian Gem, which is what you got to do.
Which is also probably why Donstad wasn't secure in what he was doing.
Yeah. Also, if Igor hit remote access there, you could need to get back the first Martian Generosity.
Discarding Generosity. Oh, prep it for next turn.
Yep. Okay, interesting.
Z has one more turn.
Sutterkin.
Now, do you reap with your Logos creatures?
I kind of like fighting.
I agree.
I like kind of setting their deaths.
Titan Mechanic went into Z's discard, so there's no risk of 5. But I guess if you have all the tools in that Mars pod, you don't need any Amber.
It does put 2 more cards in like your
Flip,
discard pile
yeah.
if you fight both, but he's got so many Mars cards with Brainstem that I think it's fine. Oh, he does read to 5. Okay. And plays, is that Pip? Oh, Neutron Shark. Okay. Gets a seed. Yeah, that's pretty good. And what is he going to blow up on his side? Heart? No, not Heart.
What do you want to draw into? Makes sense killing the Helper Rod if you're going to go Logos next turn.
One more time.
Okay. We're going to kill the bot. That makes sense.
Is he leaving Heart on too?
Interesting putting the chuff in the discard.
So how does Donstad deal with Heart on the Martian turn?
The Vesma Think Drone.
Oh, that's clever. That's very clever, actually.
Actually, that's probably why, even though incorrectly, Z stunned it.
Ah.
He knew that.
Yeah, good point.
Library access.
All right, here comes library
Oh,
access.
the turn after he played all those Logos.
Yeah.
Archivist. Draw a card. Logify. Gain an Amber.
No fighting.
Card. Not fighting. Lab work. Gain an Amber. Draw a card. Archive a card. That's GG.
Should be good. Okay. Take archives? Yep. Go Mars.
That was turn. Here it is.
Brainstem on Sutterkin. That's insane. Okay.
That'll allow me to ready and use this. 6.
All right, so if Brainstem's not on the Think Drone, how do you get rid of it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna draw off or shuffle.
That's not
Here's how you get rid of it. Because Sutterkin is a Mars creature now. When you play Abduction, it's coming back to your hands. So Brainstem Antenna goes back into the discard, and you draw back into it.
Okay. Okay. I see. You can also Mars first.
That's the easier
That's-
option.
It's not as cute. It's not as fun.
Playing Martian Generosity.
All right, here comes Martian Chen for 12. I think it's going to draw the deck, yeah, easily.
This is it.
It's a lot of cards in hand. It's quite a lot. He's got two hands. He's got the Mars cards, and he's got
And
the
then
rest of the stuff.
everything else.
If I play Key Abduction, this comes to my hand.
Although, if he plays Key Abduction with no Amber and the Brainstem Antenna is gone,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for that, and then for this, I
Yeah,
got
he has no
7
generation
Amber.
for post.
he should
If you drew 5
play
and got
another
6,
Mars creature and
I think
draw
I did draw
first.
when you did
Yeah.
him, did you draw 6?
I'm not positive, to be honest.
I believe you drew 5.
Okay.
And then.
But either way, this would have gotten all the cards I have in
Yeah,
hand.
it's,
And he had already had that in his archives, which you knew about.
no. I was talking about how many you drew when he had Sutter.
Chat saying he drew 6.
Oh, off Sutterkin because it was Mars. He thought it was a Logos card.
Yeah. Shouldn't have drawn the extra card.
I don't think it affects the game state, but it is an extra draw, so I don't know how they're going to...
Martian Generosity would have drawn it anyway.
Yeah.
Key Abduction.
Maybe they just decided it was fine. All right, that's going to be a Forge.
Forge a Key, number 1.
Sequencing's really going to matter here. He can't forget to get rid of a heart.
I think he has done that in a previous game.
Oh, no.
Forge Key number 2.
All right, Key Abduction again. Me too.
Oh, no, you're right.
Heart?
No, he forges Key 2.
No, you can do Key 2 because of Heart. Yeah.
Clarification. No, it's good.
You just can't do Key 3.
What think, Fred?
There's Think Drone. There's the Brainstem.
He did it the fancy way.
Yeah.
Ready?
Reap and archive the Heart before we forget. Play another one, Reap. 3.
Monarch of anything.
I think that's an easy Martian Gen.
Martian Generosity, go.
GG.
Boom.
Appreciate your patience
Okay.
on the combo. I got to be pretty intentional about it.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was ultimately
That was game 2.
didn't change the outcome of anything.
2 good games. Well, maybe a bad draw for you. That's fair enough.
We are playing Keyforge here. Everyone is pretty cordial. Final table. There's a lot going on in the game of
I did not
Keyforge.
find any
There's a lot to
cards I
keep up
wanted.
with. Like I said, there's also a judge sitting on the table watching the games, trying to keep everything straight. So,
And the judge can make the ruling immediately.
yeah, yeah.
I'm going to count my cards real quick as well.
You know, it's not like an intentional thing. It's like
I think the
that's a
break
very
makes sense
easy
again. Those are
part
nice.
of a card to miss. It makes it Mars for the turn instead
Right.
of Logos, but you know, it doesn't like physically change it. So you're still looking at 6 Logos, which is
Exactly.
easy. Like it's not like he was going for drawing an extra card there. He was going to draw those cards anyway.
And there are other cards that make your cards like in addition to other houses and whatever.
Yeah.
So
It would have been a problem had he drawn an extra card without the rest of that turn being inevitable.
right, and it does make a point that this house,
when you got-
the Mars house, is in German, so you can't just read the card.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. All right, we're taking another break. It looks like. So we're gonna leave you guys at the table, and we're gonna take a little breather as well. The game is 1-1. When we get back, we're gonna have our Alliance Vegas champion.
Super excited.
Very exciting. So we will talk to y'all in about, let's say, 5 minutes or so. Thanks for watching.
All right, archons here in the room, we are going to be doing the drawings for the second Amber drawings. So please get out your rack of tickets to see if you are walking home with a prize. All right, so the very first drawing here that we have is the participation drawing for joining second Amber. That ticket is 199070033. You got the ticket? All right. Just repeating the number there. 199070033. All right, Robert got it.
No, this is good.
All right, and for the next drawing, which is a window exchange deck.
We both actually drew. We both had a real bad draw, but Martian Generosity bounces back a lot faster than mine.
Robert got it again.
Here we are.
Robert played a lot of second. That's the whole point. Like if you
All right.
Yeah.
So the next drawing
out early.
is an unchained deck.
We ended up eating dinner last night. We ended up at the same place.
The number here is 199070095. There we go.
most excited ones that we've been in the
They're fun.
I like it. I haven't pulled anything truly bonkers out of it, but it's just fun. It's also
All right, so the next drawing, which is the
that the
Abyssal
algorithm is designed
Conspiracy
as such a way
Adventure,
to stop all of
is
those really bad.
1990711.
I still haven't seen an Unchained deck that would win an Archon.
Oh, I don't think so. I haven't seen anything that's even come close.
All right, we got another winner there.
It's too crazy. There's just not a synergy.
Go Mark.
Nice.
All right, the next
There's like
drawing,
a
which
group of
is
guys from
the
Santa
key
Clara.
pin, is 1990711.
And I hope that one of them walks away with a prize for because they dropped out of the meeting.
There we go, got another winner.
I like having first time Baltimore winners walk away with cool stuff, you know, first time attendees.
Absolutely.
All right, we are back. Looks like Z's gonna eat a few Welch's gummies. Get some energy for this last game.
Fueling up.
7120.
Z's going for his first Vault Tour win ever. As someone who has been to all the Vault Tours, right?
I think this and the
And has
really
broken top four.
Yeah, every
We're racing
time
for the
almost
same
this
objective
year.
here.
Down to one game.
Anyone else sweating?
Yeah, right?
We're over here sweating.
Fun fact, one of these pods showed up at his house 2 hours before he hopped on the flight.
Oh my, holy crap. That's intense. By the way, Nathan is going to the finals for Archon.
Congratulations,
Nathan. Good luck.
Nathan.
That should be starting pretty soon after this round finishes too, over at One Star Peeps stream. We'll host into One Star after we're done here.
One of the guys from San Diego.
Thank
They're
you.
drafting on some different drafting stuff that definitely.
Quick cat nap, refresh for the final games.
It's not a bad idea. Although you don't want to get in a situation like June got in where she slept through it.
1990700.
Everybody learned from that.
Yeah.
7-1-2-0.
Pausing all activity for the raffle here.
We're raffling.
Every day we're raffling.
I'm sure someone lost a ticket or didn't come back today.
Is the winner.
But it's always on.
Yeah.
Let's expect to clear the room, and it comes out.
Reward for being here.
All right, for the next one, which is the Fall of the House Gorman is 1990 7090.
So that was one of the new guys that just.
Fantastic. That's what we need.
All right, so the next one, which is an unchanged deck, is 1990 7125.
Lots of stuff going on in the background right now. There is a SoCal, NorCal, NoCal tournament going
NoCal?
on.
I didn't
Yep.
know NoCal wasn't included.
Yep.
That's funny.
All right, the next drawing, which is a Winston Exchange deck, is 1990 7109.
Throw my wife's map for the final game.
Aww.
Shouts out to Donut's dad's wife. Donut's dad's wife.
All right,
Jesse.
and the last drawing,
So did you
which
put
is
Jesse
the
D
grand
as the-
prize. It is
Yep.
a Winston Exchange
That's
deck,
her
a
name and nickname.
Vault Tour playmat, a card sleeve, as well as a premium key set.
Yeah, it's been a great week. I really
It
appreciate it.
is
My son actually had a really low tune stick. Might make it to the top cut. He was 3-1 with that bye.
7-3.
Lots of awesome prizes being handed out for the Key Rackin' winner, for second Amber raffle tickets earned.
I've had fun. I needed it. My work's been rough.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Mark's actually our photographer too. We're kind of better.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you all again.
Kind of picture we did like it was actually last weekend, I think. My daughter's graduating from high school, so she needed to win a picture like pretty much same time.
Raffle is over.
So we're going to get back in the game here soon.
How do you get so much time from teaching? Teaching is notoriously difficult.
That's why I showed up at 10 p.m. last night.
Right.
And I fly out at 4. I know the summer ones were easy.
KFC 2 Fun is going to be through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
And then my 15-year-old daughter
Holding
asked me to
nothing
see
back.
They did it this weekend, texted it over.
Oh, that's
She
awesome.
drew that.
That's amazing.
That is really good.
That's
And then threw
awesome.
the donut in the hand.
Yeah, my son does some art stuff.
He's an artist. I work in immersive art. So
I'm sorry?
I work in immersive art.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So I mean, I love seeing young artists.
I think that might be art done by Donut's dad's daughter.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's the same type of thing, and I got to take her to one of our galleries, and she got to see this massive art of all. She's like, "You can make a living of this?" I'm like, "You can if you're good, but you got to practice, and you have to. It has to be your passion."
So now Nathan and I are in a situation where we're both qualified for Worlds, and we gotta.
Oh no, what are you going to do?
What are we gonna do? I don't know. Stay tuned and find out.
I did
A
a
month.
little bit. Feel free to shuffle it more.
You're too good for your own good.
I know. You hate to see it.
That's actually what this is. That's how I remember.
It's like you're earning your credentials.
I also like that we're both we would both qualify for the different tournaments. too.
Absolutely.
So we wouldn't have to worry about knocking each other out.
Totally.
That's who went first.
It's like totally makes sense.
Well, because of the dumb tiebreaker.
Deck of Big Z, I can link
Yeah,
it for you.
unfortunately, I've had that. I've been the recipient of the finals that went to time, that it went all the way to
I've
tiebreaker.
judged a game that get all the way to the
Coda combo.
Right, who went
Some
first?
decks are like that. I generally play more
6
fast decks
star.
than grind them out. I'm at 7. You got this, and we're good to go? Yes. Well, good luck. It's been a fun game so far.
Well played already.
Good luck to both competitors. This has been a very fun finals to watch.
Do some duality with a different.
Glory be to Mars.
Donut's dad on first.
I'm going to say the opposite one time. I'm first.
Yes.
Okay.
the first two games had so much suspense. It would be kind of crazy if this one just was over in 2
Honestly,
turns.
the way these decks work, I think that's kind of likely,
Right.
statistically. Igor first, too.
Logos is always a great way to start.
Looks like Z's looking at a lot of Untamed in his first hand, too. Mimicry MVP. Mimicry is very interesting in this matchup. Now they're both going to brick again. The bricks do make for very interesting games, to be fair.
And they each know what they have to do.
Ooh. Igor discards Generosity and Think Trap. Extremely interesting.
Untamed.
Giving Z an early
Discard, save the path.
generosity to
Play
Mimicry.
I see the Emperor. FTC.
Okay. So I think Donstad's going to want to go back into Logos and play the ZYX Researcher here, right? And if he has remote
good
access
call.
too, either one of those, very good.
You played Regrowth and discarded Sand Effect.
Both of them set up pretty well to go off early. Our decision which house to pick for Donut's dad.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's the ZYX. Okay, so archive the Generosity. And reap. Remote access. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a good hit. I agree.
What do you
Wow.
take?
I think-
Generosity's in the.
The Think Drone is the only thing you can get. Because the remote access is resolving.
Oh, yeah.
Think Drone is the only thing in the discard pile is resolving.
Is it a must or may?
It is
Do it either way.
a must,
I believe we can look it up though.
Not the end of the world.
I believe.
Interesting that he doesn't want it. Might think
It
it
is,
clogs
yeah.
in hand.
And he's not quite ready to take his Mars turn yet.
Discards in this situation.
I feel the same way about regrowth. It's a must.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you have to get something you don't want. Yeah.
Something
Think
in the
about
house you're
even
not
play
in.
It's a good fit in this case. Leave that one on my turn.
Yeah. Very unfortunate.
It's okay. And here's the thing.
Small but good and effective turn.
Logos.
Yeah, it sets up very well for down the line.
Fed mechanic. Soak tip. Lapper. Amber. Archive card.
Again, lots of logos cards. Library access.
It's a pretty good
using
efficient
its-
turn.
Yeah.
Ghost of 5 is threatening because of the mechanic.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pass the check.
Draws 6 cards too.
Play Glimmer.
Limmer picks up remote access. I don't know if he necessarily wanted that either, but
Yeah, but having it means that Z's not playing any more seeds.
yeah, you cannot play Seed right now. Mimicry, Lapwork? Sloppy
Remote
Lapwork?
access. Lab work, lab work.
Regrowth.
Regrowth.
Nothing
Save the
regrowth
pack.
is not worth saving. So, there's an Amber.
Lapwork, Archive, some Mars card probably. Likely
The Think Drone.
Yeah.
This feels like the same upside down.
Go for it. One of those little things. I forge a key at 5.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, Z forges. Key 1.
I see this seed. As soon as he discards it, remote access isn't useful anymore.
I think you might still be able to run it out there. I mean, he still has to take a Logos turn to play it, and then he's not really getting anything back. He's getting like Mimicry right now.
Good call.
Yeah, right. If I get Generosity and Mars first.
Mimicry, though. Another crazy card to have in your hand.
Yeah, then you have to be careful again for what else you play, all right? But he does have another Mimicry in the deck. This is game 3. Each player has 1 win.
Mars.
Jay Philip, are you saying that I need to trade Nathan for Timmy full time?
Well, you lose both of them at KFC.
That's true, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Our battle fleeting, and Z has 2 battle fleets already in hand. Draw 5.
5. Resolve. Check 5.
Sure. We got Ward and
Battle fleet.
Battle fleet.
Deal 5.
5 again. So we only drew 1 Mars card in that first 5.
1, 2, 3,
4,
4,
5.
5. Check 5.
Has another battle fleet. Might I have to play them all? And now the mimicry. You don't want that back in Donut's dad hands.
So he does have. Okay, battle fleet again.
What? I see the library access.
For 6. Ooh, that would be a good next turn, right?
4, 5, 6. 6.
Because that resets up the Mars.
He's going to get at least 1 key from key abduction. But then if he gets to 5, he's on check for 3rd
Yeah,
key.
I think he can easily threaten after that, I think.
Enough pips in Mars. And I mean, key abduction has its own pip.
Go do this.
There's key abduction.
yes,
Free.
yeah.
Punch. Yep, that's a forge.
As long as it's good, I'm fine. Fair enough.
1, 2, 3,
Making
4,
him
5,
count.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14. Yep. You get 5 free amber.
Right now. Why not?
If only it worked that way. Thank goodness it does not work that way. It'd be even more degenerate. Okay, so you sit at 4 amber.
Stay down there.
Ready in the board up for the pile of Ulk
Mars
Mega Mouths.
cards.
Vezema, Ulig, Squawker, ready Ulig, Reap, Resolved, Reap with Bookton,
Draw an extra card.
Nice.
Cool.
Use a friendly creature.
yes, non-Mars.
Fair enough.
And we seeing that it's a Mars card he
Ulig,
drew.
Ulig, Tongue.
Hold EMP blast probably, yeah.
Totally, because that would
Okay.
part of the forest would
Yeah.
be the only thing that stops him from forging at the beginning of his next turn.
Threatening the final key of the game, of the tournament right now at 7 amber. Checking, only needs 5 to forge. So Donstad's going to have to put something together.
May even play a suboptimal turn just to get hard out there.
He might, the thing is he knows that he has access to the EMP blast, so if he plays hard,
Actually, he's probably seen it if it was in one of the battle fleets.
I think he might have shown it, yeah. That being said, it does stop Z from winning on the spot, and he will probably get another turn to try to set up for his own combo.
You just library
it's like
access.
It's like a
Because then-
miasma. Yeah.
Yeah.
22.
But I think Z would library access into phase shift.
Phase shift.
Into, yeah. There's a lot to consider. This is a very
right.
important turn for Donstad. There are a lot of possibilities here.
Like dust protocols. So he didn't ever.
Part or down to amber. One of the two. That's the calculation.
Take out
Okay, so you picked up the archive.
Or go off yourself.
I think you have to go off. Yeah, I think you have to try. Oh, he said Logos and Drew. Okay, so he's going for helper bot plays here. Reap up to 5. Road access for nothing. Goes to 6. Generosity. 7.
14
Draw 14.
cards.
14 cards.
You could also help bot part of the forest here. And try to Mars next turn.
Yes.
What do you could also mimicry anything that Z's played.
So you could Helper Bot Mimicry.
Battle Fleet.
Battle Fleet, yeah.
He will not end this turn.
Problem is you only have one more Helper Bot. I don't think there's a way to get that Helper Bot back in your hand.
Orbital bombardment, or does he have any way to do damage?
I don't think so.
I have to play his turn a little slow. So
We got plenty of time.
Neutron Shark is something.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Neutron
That can
Shark.
discard. That can get rid of the Helper Bots before you draw back into stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sharky.
Yeah, Sharky plays might be key to victory here.
Got to keep track of rule of 6, though, for Helper Bot. Because if you're playing to draw and to key abduct.
Igor.
I don't think I'll help roll 6, but feel free to track any of that.
Keep them track.
It's a good idea to keep track anyway, right?
Always.
I'm hearing Nathan in the background. Oh, they're playing their finals game right now. So Nathan versus Nova for the finals at Archon. That's exciting. Brain Eater.
Or shark bait, maybe.
Pip. Helper Bot. So one Helper Bot on the stack right now. One Helper Bot float. Heart. Okay. And that's past turn? I think.
He may have
okay.
shark.
I don't think I saw shark in hand, actually.
Does he have a Helper Bot usage? No, he hearted.
He played hard off it, yeah. Lab work.
To be fair, it is a good setup for him for next turn.
Yeah.
If there is a next turn.
Because that heart is going to be treated as a miasma. Right? But Z does have a potential, I think, to get rid of it and win. It's not a guarantee, though.
Because he has to go into Mars to EMP blast.
Right.
So if he doesn't have phase shift, he has to get to it.
And he only has the one phase shift, too. So
Yeah.
he has to phase shift the EMP blast, and then he can't phase shift key abduction.
Because if he EMP blasts but doesn't do much else on the turn,
Then he gives
turn
Donestad a chance
back.
to combo out. Donestad has a lot of stuff right now.
and a thin deck.
Yeah. But does he want to even play EMP Blaster? Does he want to put the onus on Donestad to deal with it? Although he does know he has the Think Shark available.
Yeah. And
So
they
he knows he
haven't
can.
seen Shark. Still going, I think.
Oh, is that Shark?
Oh,
Over
off
there.
the
That's
board.
Off the board, yeah. All right, Glimmer.
Interesting. Getting rid of unimportant cards instead of cards he might want to draw back into.
Oh, Sharks.
Oh, he wants it.
Oh.
There's the brainstem antenna.
Interesting.
Oh,
Sounds good.
he probably picked Shark because he wanted it to end soon
And
and not risk.
Yeah, not have a chance to hit it. Less of a chance. Huh, that is very interesting. I'm not sure if that changes what Z might plan to do. That's big information, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Seem to have both our benefits.
Because a Generosity could still flip Donut's dad's deck.
I think we might see a library access turn. Yep.
Library access.
So you're discarding.
Yep.
So
I'm so sorry.
This was on top.
with library access on the stack, Z probably wants to end up phase shifting Battle Fleet somehow, but I'm not sure he can.
No, it'll have to be EMP.
Draw a card.
But then he wants to like draw back into the phase
Yeah.
shift. He wants to get in a situation where he's drawing back into it, and so he can Battle Fleet, EMP Blast, and Key Abduction.
Because phase shift is great. He can play it and like bank the usage.
Yeah.
Archivist. Draw a card.
Okay. This is some big brain stuff.
Lab work.
Lab work, draw.
Amber.
So he's flipping now. He's going to have to Battle Fleet to draw back into it to get the to be able to play the EMP Blast.
I think that was 14 cards.
Mix it up as much as you like.
Yeah, give it a good shuffle. 14 cards.
Draw a card.
These draws are very important.
And as far as Battle Fleet goes, there's a handful of Mars on the board he's not going to draw.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of Mars cards to look for.
I have to archive.
Yeah, it's archive for the lab work.
I do have to archive. Plenty of useless cards.
Looks like 3 more Logos cards in hand right now.
That wasn't actually even
And a
lab
phase
work.
shift
Just
still on
sloppy
stack.
lab work.
Sloppy lab work.
Sloppy lab work.
Amber.
Hidden amber.
Draw.
Draw a card.
There it is.
That was phase shift.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Archive a card.
Okay, okay. Still has to find Key Abduction.
Discard a card.
There's also Mimicry. I guess Key Abduction's not. I don't think Donut's dad's discard pile has anything.
Phase shift.
All right,
Two floating.
2 phase shifts on the stack, draws a card phase shift.
There it
and
is.
draws Key Abduction.
Yep.
Wow.
Does he use the phase shift to EMP?
Bouncing death work.
No.
I'm gonna choose to
BDQ.
draw first.
Draw. Draws another Logos card.
How many things we're killing?
I mean, you can put Logos back in to redraw to draw more, or Mars back in to draw more from the Battle Fleets.
Oh yeah. I guess so.
I think he might just be able to.
Tunk. Sutterkin.
Still has 2 phase shifts on the stack. I think he just EMP Blast and Key Abduction for any amount can forge what the Amber he's got on the table. So
Oh, yeah.
I believe we do have game here.
Lig. Helper.
We're just making sure.
Drone.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, he has to get rid of Heart.
Resolve. I drew the card first.
These are great draws for Z.
He must not expect to flip again. He just put a lot in his
I don't think he
discard
does.
pile.
Card.
He's got too many cards in deck. He doesn't even need a Battle Fleet. So,
But he needs the EMP Blast.
yep.
Confirm I have 2 phase shifts.
2 phase shifts.
I'm gonna play EMP Blast. I gain
Smart
an
to
amber.
confirm with Judge. They
Yep.
make sure nothing is being confused right now. So EMP Blast takes out the heart, and
There it is.
Key Abduction. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Amber and
Good
cards
fortune
in
with
hand.
just Amber.
That's going to forge
7, 8, 9,
Key
10,
3. Big Z takes down. Congratulations. Well played. We're all
Good
clapping.
game.
Awesome game. Wow.
I was trying to kill those.
Amazing.
What a final. What a final. That's awesome.
2 beautiful decks.
Whew, okay, I can breathe
Yeah,
now.
right?
Goodness gracious. Yep, Z1, yep. Good game. Good game.
And it was such a, they both had to know each other's discards pile. They both had to know each other's decks. Like,
That was not a guaranteed one for you. You felt like that was the right play to go for.
Yeah, that was close. I think Z had to get some draws. He knew that he was going to lose on the next turn, probably to
Absolutely.
to Donut's dad comboing
super
out. So the
nervous,
phase
but,
shift
like,
into
with the amount of
drawing it
turns,
again was what had to happen.
Yep.
And he had to draw the Key Abduction, and he still I think had 8 to 10 cards left in the deck. So it was actually not great odds.
that he would
get
get
there.
it again.
I drew the 2 cards I need, 3 cards I needed. I drew phase shift, then EMP.
He's
I
saying
already
exactly
had
that.
EMP in
Yep.
hand.
Yeah, you
I
did
drew
the same
phase, I drew phase shift and then key abduction.
Yep. And he's like, oh, okay, that's easy.
Yeah.
You can kind of breathe a sigh of relief at that point. Like,
But,
you don't have to
also-
dig because
but
you
also
can get a
hit
situation
the
in there where
battlefields
you're
on
just
the
like,
first phase
I need it.
just go
Nope,
into it.
nope,
So
nope,
I think-
nope,
I
no,
think it was
no.
probably
And I
close
guess
to 98%
he was doing the
track.
bouncing death quark so that he could, like, just in case he didn't get
Yeah,
it.
exactly. All right.
Just
All right, we're
die
going
in
to
a
bring him back to
storm.
the
That's all
desk
he cares about.
for the final farewell. Thank you so much for joining me, Sydney. This is really great.
Absolutely.
Wonderful commentary in the finals there. I hope you all at home enjoyed watching. It was a lot of fun. We are going to go ahead and raid into 1-star peeps, 5-star games, so you guys can check out the Archon final that's currently taking place. Nathan versus Nova. Big time stuff. Very exciting. If you want to see more Keyforge action, Nathan and I play live Keyforge 2 times a week at least.
Check it out.
So come watch us, follow the stream if you like the sounds of my voice. And you haven't really heard Nathan this weekend, but his voice is there too.
It's nice.
Sydney, plug your podcast, please.
Help from Future Self. You can find it wherever you find podcasts, and it's a casual conversation.
And I was on the last episode.
Yeah, check that one out.
So if you like Sydney and I's rapport, listen to it. Give it
There
a little
you
listen.
go.
There's a link right there. Click it. Check it out. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. And enjoy some Archon action over at 1-star peeps. So stick around, and it'll send you over to that stream. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your afternoon.